We're going to walk you through the installation of the J&L oil separator for your 2.3 liter Ford Explorer. Included in the J&L kit is a fully assembled oil separator with quick connect fittings, a mounting bracket, mounting screws, a mounting bolt, and a threaded clip. The tools you'll need for installation is a 10mm socket, a 6-inch extension, a ratchet, and a Phillips head screwdriver. Let's get started. Our first step, we're going to need to locate our factory PCV hose, which is this line, this black plastic line. It's underneath these two silver pipes, and it's curled onto the intake manifold right there. You see it's got a gray tab. So that tab that you see there, you actually need to pull that this way to release, and you're going to push up on the fitting to release the fitting. On the PCV side, the tab is on the back side. You can see I'm pressing it. You're going to push that and push off of the fitting. So I'm going to set the camera down. You can see this is in a pretty tight area, but it's not too bad to get off. This fitting, I'm going to push the tab with this finger and push up. You see that pop right off. And then on the PCV, the tab is right there. So you're gonna push that and pull the line off. And then you gotta kind of snake this out of the back. So here's a closer look at those tabs. You can see it's a circle, and then you just break the circle there. So just be ginger with these. They don't need to be pushed far to release. Try not to break them, and make sure you save this as your factory line in case you ever want to return to stock. All right, so our oil separator is going to mount off of this tab here with that supply J clip, but you see this wiring harness here? It's on the front side of this coolant line. We're going to unpin these two retainment pins and disconnect this plug here, and we're going to actually route this behind this coolant line to give us some more space. So this is fairly easy to do. On this plug here, this fan plug, this red tab you're going to pull out. It's a security tab, and then you're going to press down on this retainer and pull off. So as you see, that comes right off. And then to work these out, you can work them back and forth, or if you have a clip puller tool, that'll work really well too, but you can just get these out by just kind of wiggling them and pulling that right out. So then what we're going to do here is this one we're going to put behind the hose and then install it into that same hole. So just be careful, don't put a lot of stress on this fitting here, and just push that back in. As you see, that'll go nice under there, and then we're going to loop the hose through, okay, and put this other retainer back in how it was, and that's just going to secure this hose. It's got this nice wire loom for protection. Replug our fan back in and make sure you engage your security tab. So now we're going to take our supply J clip. This is our threaded clip. The threaded portion is going to be facing down. It's going to slide right over this groove. It's going to be loose there. Once we put the bolt in, it's going to squeeze that down and secure that. Now we're going to install the oil separator as an assembly. So go ahead and install your bracket onto your oil separator. You would have noticed that there was a J&L logo on not only the oil separator, but also on this bracket. Just align those two, use the supplied screws, and go and fasten that up. I'm going to go ahead and drop my bolt through the bracket, okay, and align that into my J clip down there. And then we're going to start this by hand. start pretty easy. So just get it to where it starts to snug up. We don't have to tighten it all the way up yet. All right, so now we have our two hoses. So our one with our 45 is going to go to that intake manifold, and then the one with the straight is going to go to the PCV. So just like the factory hose, straight and a 45. The straight hose, we're actually going to route underneath this wiring harness here. And then it's going to go through this hole by your oil dipstick tube and make its way around to that fitting. So just start to feed that in, and then you're going to push it right onto your fitting. You'll hear a snap like that. So that is that line. And then our line with our 45, one thing to note, this is facing, looks like to be facing the right angle, but these are all assembled by humans. Okay, we try to put them in the right spot, but things move when they're getting boxed up. So if the fitting is angled the wrong way, just grab the hose and twist it. These will spin all the way around. Also, our fittings to release, you push this large green button, push to release. Don't pry these clips out, you'll break them. So this is going to go behind these silver lines and head to our intake fitting. So it's actually going to lay out pretty nice. Push that under the lines. The same thing, you'll hear the snap, and that goes right onto there. See our line here, and then our line with the 45 is up and around these two coolant pipes down to the connection there. So now we just need to secure our oil separator. So I'm going to push this over. I want to keep this hose a little further over here if I can help it. You know, check the stress on everything. It's okay if it's touching these things. Everything has sheathing on it for protection, and it's just rubber lined. So once we get that secure where we want, we're going to go and tighten up our bolts and secure the oil separator. Also, double check your clearance between your oil separator and this coolant line right here. Just make sure it's not touching. Give it a nice air gap. And that completes your installation. Now on these 2.3 liters, you're typically going to see about a half an ounce to an ounce every 1,000 miles. In the winter months, if you live in a cold climate, you might see a little bit more condensation buildup in the oil separator just because of its mounting location. But just something you want to keep an eye on. After 1,000 miles, check your oil separator. The oil separator holds 3 ounces in its default form. This is compatible with our extension that will double the capacity to 6 ounces, and that's a good way to make sure you make it between oil changes if you don't want to have to check this thing. But that pretty much wraps it up. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and we'll see you on the next one.